Hello, and welcome back to a rainy Okarga Farms. It has been such a rainy day, but I thought it would be a great day to get out and actually pull the screen veranda all together. This is a project that we've been showing you pieces from time to time, and we have been actually enjoying it, but we're starting to get more of those fun elements brought together. And as I've learned in other parts of the garden, if I get it all put together, I get out and enjoy the spaces even more. If a space is kind of half finished, I don't really enjoy it like I should be. So we're actually having guests coming up in just a few days, and I wanted to get it out and really blow this space out in the fall season for sure. It's actually finally turning cool, so when it's hot out here, sometimes it can be even still a little bit warm here in Oklahoma to be on a screen porch. So now that the weather is starting to turn, actually you may hear the chickens in the background. They are really talkative today too, being out in the rain. I want to get everything pulled together so we can really get outside and start enjoying the space. So what I've actually done is I've really done a clean out. I just took out everything that we had. Everything had gotten kind of dusty. It's been a little windy, so because it had been dry for quite a while, everything was quite dusty. Of course, fighting with a few spider webs here and there is always a challenge, but I mean, the porch is really coming together. I've tried to always stop and think of what it looked like before. I know we had gotten the French Lyonnaise armoire in. We also had Mr. Elk up there put up the last time. We've actually added some great botanicals down the side, kind of emphasize a little bit more of this area, stretching that color out a little bit more. So I really love the way that's starting to look. The thing about these botanicals, and someone may say, well, why would you put botanicals out there, you know, in kind of a little bit of a humid, damp space? These are actually printed. It's not an actual botanical. It's a printed image that's on paper. So it's not something that's really going to get damaged or hurt by anything. And I just love the way they look. I mean, they're brand new. And then you've got this antique armoire. And I just think they play so well together. One of the things I've been thinking about doing, I have a lot of green accents out in the screen porch. I've been debating whether or not I'm going to do a color tint. I think I mentioned that before. But for now, they're kind of a soft blue. And they look really, really nice. So I haven't really taken those steps to get the color change just yet. Have a great new table finally. I found this table at Sanders Nursery. I had another table that was just too big. I want something that stays really tight because we don't sit here and eat that often, and I wanted plenty of room to move around. So I'm looking for some chairs to go around this table. But if you also come in just a little bit closer, you're going to see I actually have been a little bit busy. We got the planters out here planted for fall, and they turned out wonderful. I worked on this the other day. I didn't do this on camera. This is kind of a messy job. I had to clean it out from the summer plantings and get dirt and soil everywhere. So it's nice to kind of come in, be able to kind of show you the finished product, not all the mess that had to go on with this. I love the way these have turned out. There's some beautiful coleus, some croton that we put in there, of course, ornamental kale, and then ornamental peppers. And again, when I'm using pumpkins, I mentioned this in a previous video, I like to leave spaces here and there because I love to use a lot of pumpkins to just kind of fill in because they make such a statement in these decorative containers. And then if you just take a look, you saw me in the beginning. I was actually just right out there in front of the screen veranda cutting some Limelight Prime hydrangeas. The blooms aren't quite so big on these Limelight Primes, so I'm going to have to figure out if they're needing more fertilized. There's a lot of shade that they get there, so I know I've seen a lot of other people's Limelight Prime blooms that get much larger, but they're doing okay. They're nice and healthy, but I don't know that they're getting a lot of sun. So the only gardening I could do today was actually went out and harvested some of those blooms because I'm actually going to be starting out by doing a large impactful arrangement here. So I wanted to show you the space before, and then I'm going to show you just what it looks like just by doing one arrangement here. I've done some harvesting of some autumn blaze branches from the maple tree, also those Limelight Prime hydrangeas. And then I went by the florist and picked up just some fun sunflowers and some cattails. I hadn't been able to get my hand on those, but I wanted to just first of all show you what an impact if you just did one thing went outside and cut some branches, how much of an impact that can make. So I'm going to go get my supplies. I'm going to put this together, and then by the time we finish, we're going to get it all styled up. And for the first time ever, we're going to light the fireplace. We have never lit this fireplace. It's like days that we even think about coming out here and sitting, it's either too windy or then it ends up we're not going to stay that long. The fireplace has been finished a couple of years. We haven't even lit it yet. So that is kind of what has pushed me to really get this project completed. Like I said, we're going to get it all filled with fall color. And then at the end, we're going to bring it to life and finally get the fireplace lit. So I'm going to go ahead and go ramble and get all my branches together. We'll do this arrangement really quick, and then you're going to see what a huge impact it really starts to make in the screen veranda. So let's get going. So, what do you think? I know you've heard the phrase, go big or go home. This is a pretty big one, but gosh, just look at such an impact. I mean, and what I love doing things like this on a rainy day when you really can't get out to the garden. I mean, it's a great thing to be able to have a space. I'm very lucky to get out and be able to do some gardening and get outside and enjoy weather that's kind of mediocre, but I love the rainy days. I love cool, cloudy days, and this has been a perfect day to get out and do something like this. Most everything in here is natural. The only thing that's fake, and I do like to mix a little bit of trickery in some of my arrangements, I use these fake pomegranate bundles, but everything else is real. Again, a lot of the branches, of course, the hydrangea came from right here at Okarga Farms. And then I got just a few flowers from the florist. The sunflowers got these beautiful rose hips in there. Really makes some statement, and just I love just the combination of the fall foliage, beech, which we don't have here in this part of Oklahoma, but I love having beech branches, so I got those from the florist. But I mean, I think it makes such a statement. So now what I'm going to do is go and get pumpkins and start adding a lot more color around the veranda here. And I just wanted you to see how it's really going to transform with just a little bit of color from pumpkins and cushions and pillows and throws. As we start to bring these colors down into the sitting area, it's really going to start to transform. So the rain is picking up, so it's again a great day to just be out here on the veranda. So now I'm going to get started putting it all together. an icky day it is outside. It is still just pouring rain, but oh, what a great day to be out on the screen veranda. I have been longing to be able to just spend some days out here when I can just enjoy the cooler temperatures and just relax. It's been a long process getting all of this pulled together. I just love how all of the fall elements are just coming to life. Just look at this. It's kind of like we're already set for Thanksgiving out here. Love all of the different leaves and textures. You know what I've done is I always get me a pretty good amount of pumpkins and I just move them around different areas where I'm going to be. As it's gotten colder outside, we're starting to move more inside. So I've been bringing more of these inside to the screen porch. And just look at how well the arrangement turned out. I'm very pleased with it. I think it's so fun just to do something so overscaled and something that really makes a statement when you come in. These ceilings are very, very high, so it helps add some height to where they're not just so big that you feel like the space is getting filled a little bit. But I just love how all this has turned out. And then, of course, adding the pumpkins. And then as you can see, we've added in our fall pillows. I had these pillows from previous years and I just wanted to go ahead and get those out. But I want to show you something. A lot of you have been waiting and asking. We finally got in the choice that we're going to be using. These are going to be the pillows coming up. We've got these all made now. I'm still needing to get some accent pillows, so that's what I'm waiting on. But we're probably going to use those more as we go into spring. I'll have time to get the other accent colors for all this. But this was the choice that I went with. I think it was number 2. When I asked you all to vote, there was kind of a close competition there between, I think it was maybe 2 and 5. But I like this one. It's just got more colors that I can go with. And as you see, playing off oranges and things for this time of year, I think it's just really going to have more options to work. So I wanted to show you, we're starting to get those in. My friend Miss Laura has made all of these for me. And so now I'm just going to be ordering some of the accent fabrics and we'll get those made. But for now, I think these pillows certainly make the perfect statement. And I found these wonderful throws that accent all of these colors really well. I always like having throws around. I am always hot. Anytime you come to the farm, I'm hot. It doesn't matter what the temperature is, inside or outside. But I always have a few friends that are cold, and I love having throws around so that you can grab those, wrap yourself up, and then make yourself nice and cozy. And then, of course, what I've been waiting to do is finally light the fireplace here on the screen veranda. We finally got it lit today. It had never been lit. I think the fireplace has probably been in 2.5 to 3 years. We took a while just to get everything finished off, but of course we had to build the fireplace pretty early in the process. And then I just styled everything up. If you'll notice up here, some of the fun accents, I added again those hyacinth bean vines, which I've shown you in previous videos. Thought this is another perfect area to have some of that draping going on. And I love to use these as long as they're holding color. I use them in all types of situations. And I just think they're perfect up here. Of course, fall and autumn is all about abundance and harvesting. And so I always like to have everything nice and lush and cozy. And I think it really sets the fireplace off very, very well here on the porch. And now I can't wait to just spend the afternoon relaxing. Of course, anytime I'm getting a video together, there's always a lot of running around, getting a lot of the details. And this one is taking a little extra time because I've been in and out of the rain. Of course, trying to take care of the animals. A lot of them are not happy with this much rain, so we've just been trying to take care of the farm today as well. But I am ready to sit down, relax, and start enjoying the screen veranda for the first time this fall season. Well, I think this is going to wrap it up. And remember, if you liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me, the Preppy Gardener. And I'll be back with another video very soon.